Hi, this is Jeff with the Halcyon Masters and Impact Gaming. Welcome to the Heroic Ties series, where we take a closer look at the story and lore behind the Vainglory heroes. Today's video spins off from the core Vainglory story to take a look at a what-if scenario. Before we get into the conclusion, let's quickly recap what happened in Rise of the Star Queens Part 1 and 2. Vox becomes the captain of a navy by accident and loves the pirate life so much he kind of forgets about his sister and dad. Meanwhile, Ardan tries to get revenge on the Storm Queen, but she convinces him to side with her because she has his wife frozen. Catherine goes back to the Storm Queen after hiding for like 10 years and asks for forgiveness. The Queen says, "Alright, come back," but Catherine gets a note from the rebels informing her that they plan to overthrow the Queen. While the Queen was away, Celeste and the rebels take Mount Lily by just talking their way in. Celeste may not like the Storm Queen's decorating style, but she does like her taste in armor. In addition to finding some fancy new clothes, Celeste and Vox found their dad Ardan, almost dead holding on to their late mother. Celeste saves her dad by creating a star battery. When the Storm Queen hears that Celeste took her palace, she calls down a thunderstorm of ravens to kill Celeste, but Catherine pops her bubble and shields her. In poetic justice, Catherine is the one that strikes down the Storm Queen to kill her, just as she did to the Queen's sister, Julia. This could be happily ever after, but our story is not quite over yet. While Celeste's revolution was bloodless, the people of Lyon saw the chance to seek revenge for the ruin of their city. The Lyon generals marched on Mount Lily and tried to break down the massive gate that protected the palace. Vox and his band of pirates were having a grand time protecting the palace. Their massive airships bombarded the enemy with sound and cannon fire. Just before defeating the Lyon forces, a lucky shot hit the Audacity's engine room and caused the great ship to crash down to Earth. Ardan ran to the crash site just in time to see his son float down to Earth. His injuries were extensive, but Lou had saved him by encasing him with sprite dust. After months in a coma, Vox awoke in a white room. Waiting at his side was his dad Ardan, who was not in his power suit but in normal clothes. "You were hurt in an accident. You've been unconscious for months, and it would be too much of a shock for your mind to wake up right now. I have this simulated dream to guide you. In this dream, you are as you were before. So I can be whatever I want to be in this dream? The simulation can be edited. Can I be a dragon? Focus, Vox." A smile twitched across Ardan's mouth. "The Audacity was shot down. You lost a leg and both of your arms, but we had the technology to rebuild you." "Whoa," whispered Vox. He leapt to his feet, closing and opening his fists, bending his mechanical knee. "The doctors say that you should take some time to mourn the loss of your..." "I look so cool. I bet I'm hella fast right now." "Listen to me, Vox. The sound magic, you used to use your hands." The color drained from his face. Did I lose it? "The magic currently does not flow down the mechanical arm, but I made you these." "Wow." Vox plucked up one of the discs of sound from his hip, spun it around in a mechanical finger. "Can I try it out?" "Are you sure you wouldn't like to process your feelings about..." Ardan was interrupted when Vox, with a pro flick of the wrist, tossed one of the sound discs across the room and shattered it into pixels. "Oh man, Dad, this is the most awesome thing that has ever happened to me." Vox jumped to Ardan, squeezing him in a giant hug. "Thank you." Ardan swallowed hard and patted Vox in the back. "I guess, we can wake you up now." Before he returned to the real world where he lived inside of his power armor, Ardan just stayed there and held his son for a moment longer. Back on Mount Lily, things were not going so well for Celeste. The independent kingdoms were all at war because they no longer were under the oppressive control of the Storm Queen. While her tactics were harsh, the Storm Queen maintained order. Celeste's message of unity and hope were not enough to keep the different groups from exercising their new freedoms. "Celeste, try your key." Hearing a mysterious voice, Celeste looked around, and then she found an aviary full of countless ravens. "The Queen is dead. Long live the Queen." As the new Queen, Celeste is now able to hear them. She learns that they're all named Vin, and they offered to be her eyes. The next time Celeste blinked, her vision went black and she felt herself flying high over a golden Githian tower. She sees her trusted advisor Eliza in the tower with another woman and overhears their conversation. Celeste learned that it was the Githians' plan all along for her to take power and grant the surrounding kingdoms their freedom. Githia predicted that by granting the freedom to the people, they would immediately go to war with each other, allowing Githia the opportunity to step in and take over as its new leader. Betrayed and upset, Celeste's vision returns to her own eyes. Vin tells Celeste that this was just a memory, but they can give her the power to see all those who wish to do her people harm. She just has to pay the price. So Celeste realized the queen before her was not blind, but made the choice to trade her eyes for Vin's sight. She tells Vin that she must know the truth if she is to rule. Celeste lets the Raven take her eyes, and now she oversees her kingdoms with the same view as the Storm Queen. Celeste's choice is extreme. Will Celeste become corrupt just like the Storm Queen, or will she be able to still rule benevolently? In the comment section below, let me know what you think of Celeste's choice. That concludes the Rise of the Star Queen story. I hope that you enjoyed this series, and if you did, take an extra second and press the like button. I also invite you to subscribe to this channel, so just press right here to become part of the Halcyon Masters, and be one of the first to know when we post a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Halcyon Fold.